What's something many people don't realize is actually rude to do or say? 1. Approach a disabled person you don't know to call them brave, inspirational, etc., especially if you are using them as an example to children. Every single disabled person I have ever met hates when people do this. It's calling unnecessary attention to them, and a lot of people feel put on the spot, so it's not a kind or respectful thing to do. Just leave people the F alone. They're not here to be your example or your teachable moment. 2. Stepping off a full escalator and then standing still while looking around. Bro, just take 4 to 5 steps forward to figure yourself out. 3. Leaving your grocery cart in the middle of the aisle so others cannot pass. It's inconsiderate and infuriating. 4. Touch a pregnant woman's stomach. 5. People used to ask my mom all the time if I was her real child because she's blonde and I'm brunette. So extremely and terribly rude. 6. Commenting on a stranger's acne. Holy crap, it doesn't matter what hack or trick or advice you have that you just have to share. The person knows what their skin looks like, has almost certainly tried everything and then some, and is just trying to get through their day. That crap hurts from friends and family, let alone some customer at your job or idiot at the bar. Just don't. 7. Commenting on weight in any way. Saying you're so skinny isn't always a compliment. 8. No offense is often followed by something very offensive. 9. Why don't you have kids yet? 10. As a dad, probably the single most offensive thing anyone can call me is a babysitter. I'm as much a real parent as my spouse is. Had a guy fly past me on a neon yellow motorcycle. Like a speed bike. I saw him and then I heard him. Must have been going 150 miles per hour plus. A short while later cops flew past and I eventually saw a yellow bike broken in half, on fire. Looked like someone dumped a truck bed load of ground beef and egg white on the road. Still have dreams about it. 2. Saw a woman at a bus stop try to hack up some phlegm but it caught in her throat, so she reached in and pulled it out with her thumb and forefinger, retching as she did. It looked like a glowworm. She then shook the sticky giblet from her hand onto the pavement. 3. This carnival I saw a girl standing, peeing herself and kissing a guy at the same time. Pee going down her legs and everything on a Sunday afternoon. 4. I was parked up in Summertown, Oxford and watched an old guy stop in the street and shake a massive turd out of his trouser leg before confidently striding off. 5. Saw a seagull rip open a dirty nappy and eat the contents. 6. Was on the bus and there was a couple. The gentleman took a seat and the lady was standing. About 10 minutes later he started loudly sniffing her crotch like a dog, grabbing her butt, making the loud licking noises. 7. I'm a teacher. Had one student who sneezed into her hands very loudly during class, everyone staring at her, including me because I was shocked someone could even sneeze like that. It was more like a scream, and while everyone was looking at her in silence, hands covered in loads of snot, and God knows what stuff that dribbled to the ground in long strains, she proceeded to sort of snort it all up again from her disgusting hands, licking her palms and fingers clean. All in a matter of seconds that seemed to last an eternity. I was that close to throwing up on the spot. 8. I was working as a server in a restaurant on the night we had our seafood buffet and a man's colostomy bag fell off right onto the floor near the crab legs. The smell was worse than anything else I have ever smelled since, and I've worked in composting. 9. On the way to school, some guy accidentally spat on my leg. He meant to spit on the road, and then apologized profusely. 10. Watched a woman pour ranch dressing directly into her purse. I normally ignore food shoplifting but, I had to stare at that for a moment. Found the bottle later half empty.